with a powerful man.
Oh, yeah.
And it doesn't make you a gold digger at all, because obviously people think you're a gold digger. You know, that's Lisa Ray, you know, she can't. Why waste your time dating somebody who is not going to elevate your life? And
not even just that. But here's the thing. I don't want to stress you out by trying to keep up with my lifestyle that I already have and am accustomed to. Why? Because if I'm going to these restaurants just for lunch meetings,
right,
and it takes you your whole check to take me there, I don't want to stress you out. You cannot hang with me.
Oh. You can't sit with us. Shots fired. Here we go.
Break the coffee. It'll make you feel better.
For those of you who don't know who this is 57-year-old American actress Lisa Ray, who's best known for her performance as Diamond in the 1998 film The Players Club. Let's keep listening.
You are still wanting a vacation for the weekend. I vacationing on holiday for the month. We are not going to be able to make this work. That's simple to me. You know it. You know it.
You He's enjoying this.
Yeah. So I don't really care about them saying that. So many people now, and it's only the women that don't know any better, or the ones that have not experienced it.
Teach the girl.
Well, let mama show you.
No, teach
let
us.
auntie show you. You know what I mean? Because I've been there, done that. I'm not trying to be with anyone that I have to be a teacher. You know, life is spanking us right now. Life is our teacher. Can I live in a house where I'm always teaching you as well? That's too much. That's too heavy. I don't want that. I'm gonna teach you some things, you know, on an everyday basis, but not where, you know, the life lessons you were supposed to have and store them up on me, because I'm damn sure gonna give them to you. I'm well traveled. I'm well cultured. I'm talented. I'm successful. I'm domesticated. I'm family. You get all these things. Don't you know that I have a list as well? You need to have your list. Do I check the boxes that you need in a woman? Do you check the boxes for me? And one of them has to be accomplished, successful, powerful, and rich. It's other things, though.
You know who I know who has those things? Jesus. Right. That is not a joke. If you're at this age with this type of a list, I don't care, bro. I don't care if she's a millionaire. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about that. Teach the women this. She wants to lead them to what? To be in the same exact position she's in. Luckily for them, they don't need her guidance. They're heading this way anyways. Drink the coffee.
Drink the coffee. It'll make you feel better.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we're serving it today.
It's funny. It's God-fearing. It's family. It's generous. It's a leader. But see, those first four that I named, normally all those other things at the bottom come with that type of men. Because businessmen move differently, more strategic than the rest. Because their moves, they have a lot on the line to lose if they make the wrong decision. If you're still trying to play it off and trying to figure it out and all of that, you kind of, you just get a little bit of, bosses say, let me have that. And let I have one too. Exactly. And a boss gonna say, exactly, that's what you were supposed to do. I'm not gonna sit there and go, oh my God.
All right, man. Before I continue on with this garbage, let me grab this real quick. And by the way, Shalom. Giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai. Double honors and much respects to my teachers, the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone. And Shalom to you, hopefully elect. I'm your brother Yahweh Call from Great Millstone, Orlando. And just back with another one. Bear with me as I try to load this thing up. I'll grab this real quick. Because when it comes to the role of a woman, and I'm going to say this, because as far as these quote unquote equality rights, that's just null and void. All right, that's just not how it works. Or at least that's, you know, that's not how it's supposed to be. You know, and with that being said, bear with me. Because, you know, we often get a lot of flank bashed because we simply bring out what the scriptures say, and as far as the program of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai and what he's got set up, which is proven to be conducive to life All right. A part of that program that leads to success is the natural order of things. Start with the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Himself. All right. And from there, you have Yahweh Shai. All right. And from there, the natural order of things under Yahweh Shai would be the man, the woman, and then the children. All right. So, like I said, there's no equality. If you're looking for true success in Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, you will follow the blueprint that he laid. Because what is love, right? Love is the keeping of the commandments of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai. All right. As a man, you say you love the Lord. We say we love the Lord. We say we love Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai. We're going to keep the commandments to the best of our abilities. All right. This is our whole purpose, duty as a man. Roughly paraphrasing, right? And for women that claim they love God, well, you would be in a complete obeisance to your husband. All right. And if you don't have a husband, well, quietly and patiently sit back until the Lord provides you with one, if you're sincere. All right. And again, this is if you're looking for true success, because true success only comes when you apply Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, which, like I said, the Lord never fails. You know, His ways has never failed. All right. Let me grab this real quick. In Titus chapter 2. Bear with me real quick. So in Titus chapter 2, in verse, let's start at 1. But speak thou the things which become sound doctrine. So you see sound doctrine. Again, you're only going to find true success. Things are only going to look up for you and work in your favor once you start applying Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai. And that definitely includes marriages, relationships. All right. Because as an older woman, you know, which that's the problem with the society that we're in. The fact that women have been propped up on a pedestal and they've been told that they're equal to, at this point, or it's been to a point, women don't even believe that they're equal. They believe that they're superior. You know, when it comes to a man. And like my man's here said, you know, Because this chick, Lisa Ray, you know, being an aged woman, yet she's still alone. You know, a lot of these women are wondering why they may be so-called successful, right? But they're alone, you know. You're successful yet miserable, right? You're successful yet you wonder why you can't keep a man. Because it's one thing to find a man, you know, you can get plenty of men, but as far as keeping one, that's the real thing. You know, you can allow plenty of men to come inside you, you know, to you know, get the box. All right. But as far as keeping one and actually taking you serious, well, it's attitudes like this. All right. Reading on in verse 2. That the aged men be sober, grave, temperate, sound in faith, in charity, in patience. And we have our examples as the men. All right. Starting with our spiritual fathers and uncles, the apostles and the bishops. Right. It says the aged woman likewise, that they be in behavior as becometh holiness, not false accusers, not given too much wine, teachers of good things. And, you know, these things pretty much speak for themselves. You know, obviously we don't see this being applied because, again, real quick, I'm gonna grab another one. I'm gonna come back to this. Bear with me. I'm gonna grab this. As soon as this thing loads up. And you should know where I'm going with this. But let's grab this. Come on now. Because this is the problem. In Ezekiel 16. Ezekiel 16. In verse Ezekiel 16 and 44. Behold, everyone that useth the proverbs shall use this proverb against thee, saying, as is the mother, so is her daughter. Thou art thy mother's daughter. I like the saying in the world, like father, like son, right? Well, hey, same applies to the as mother, as daughter, you know. And we're just in a time where we have generations where these mothers being taught to, because what do they teach? What do these women teach their daughters? Play the field. Don't settle down. Right? Play the field. Right? You the prize, right? And all these fables and ideas, right? All these all these ideas, right? And then again, you wonder why, like I said, you can get a man. That's the easy part, but actually keeping one and maintaining one, that's something totally different. And It's unfortunate because majority of these women don't possess any type of capabilities in maintaining a household. Because I was making a point, or I was going to make the point earlier, as far as men's roles and women's role, or women's roles. Like I said, we get a lot of backlash because of we just simply bringing out the scriptures, the truth, which time in and time out has proven to be successful. And a part of that success program is the fact that the man, he's the head, and then it's the woman, and then the children, right? And as far as Yahweh Bashim Shai, he's strictly dealing with the men. That's just point blank, all right? But that's not to say that women don't have their roles. Women's roles, if you want to talk about equality, equal rights, all right? As far as a man's role, women's roles are just as important, all right? And that's the closest you're going to get to quote unquote equal rights, because women, they have very important roles. Make no mistake about it. And a part of those roles is teaching the daughters, teaching the younger women how to be wives, submissive, all right? Upholding, maintaining a household, how to treat a husband, right? Reading on in verse 45. Thou art thy mother's daughter, that loatheth her husband and her children. So you see, and we see that now more than ever. All right. Amen. The love that the Lord has for his people. As the scriptures say, hey, roughly paraphrasing, do a mother love her child? Hey. Because, in this society, it's all you always hear about a mother's love for her child, You always hear about mama's bear love, right? You always hear about mama bear this, right? The whole woman worship vibration, right? But a mother, she will forget her child, man. And we see that now more than ever, all right? Women leaving their children in the oven. Women leaving their children the children end up being unalived and, sitting in a hot vehicle. You had one Eve jump off the cliff with her children because her boyfriend, I think it was an Edomite at that, didn't want no dealings with her. We see this now more than ever. All right, as far as a woman loathing her husband and her children. So the hell with the mother's love. Because, hey, like I said, the Lord's love, and he used the example, hey, a mother's love, well, hey, a mother, she will forget, she will forsake her children at some point. Hell, we're coming into a time where famine, right? Women are going to be eating their children. So the hell with the mother's love, because that's one underestimated thing, all right? When it comes to a father's love, no one ever talks about the father's love and a father's sacrifice. No one ever talks about that part, right? But nevertheless, it said, thou art thy mother's daughter. And, like I said, and as we see throughout the different generations, throughout the years, the ideas that these women have learned from their mothers, their grandmothers, to basically be harlots, whores. They push that vibration, and this is what we see a culture of today. Just complete bigotry, complete harlots, right? To the point, and it's unfortunate because, hey, a lot of these women are useless. A lot of these women, they can't cook. A lot of these women burn water. They can't boil an egg. They're useless. And they've given that up over career. You know, you want to become a career woman? Well, hey, you know, the more successful a woman becomes, man, the more just disagreeable, you know, which he mentions that in his video. You know, that's where I got that from. You know, just the more successful a woman becomes, the more disagreeable she is. You know, we got so-called women, because I can't even call these women women. You know, this so-called woman, this so-called woman. You know, you got what's his Vivica Fox, looking like a bloated puffish, right? Talking about now she wants to settle down and get married or whatever. Man, no, man. You know, and that's the thing. A woman, she was supposed to get married when she's young. All right. And there's all type of so-called scientific evidence of why things are such, you know. But reading on, it says, that loatheth her husband and her children, and thou art the sister of thy sisters, which loathed their husbands and their children. Your mother was a Hittite, and your father an Amorite. So going back to Titus, and we see this culture today as far as this bigotry that's been taught, that's been passed down from the mother to the daughter. All right, grandmothers, right? You know, which all ties into the serpent, the Gardenian pact back in Genesis 3. You know, Esau weaponizing the woman against the Israelite man, right? Back in Titus chapter 3 and Titus 2. Titus 2, verse 3 again. The aged woman likewise, that they be in behavior as becometh holiness. And these women have no such good behavior, all right? That's why a majority of these women are going to perish. And the Lord has really been putting a cold spirit on brothers, man, in particular. Well, in general, because it's to the point where these dudes, man, men are just tired, you know? That's why you have such things such as the MGTOW movements, the passport bros, and so on and so forth. These men are tired, you know? And this whole feminism, I don't need a man, I ain't never settling down, and all this bullshit, man, is coming back to bite these women in the ass, man. You know, if you pay attention, especially when it comes to the southern women, the so-called black women, man, you know, they get more and more choosy. You know, it's all coming back to bite them in the ass. They know they fucked up. But hey, unless you're predestined to make it, because the scriptures do talk about the elect lady. Hey, don't expect no sympathy from a man in the Lord, because the Lord is really going to bring a humbling. All right. The Lord's really going to bring a great humbling. All right. Yeah, and you women are no different. Contrary to what this society tells you to have a bias towards women and children, the Lord doesn't give a fuck about none of that. All right. The Lord doesn't give a fuck about none of that. All right. You know, men, women, and children are going to be getting offed, or going to be getting got. All right. And that's why the Lord's going to have to give us a real strong stomach, man, a certain spirit, because, hey, what we're going to start seeing, all right, hey, it's not going to be for the faint of heart, you know. But reading on, it says, not false accusers, not given, well, damn, it said not false accusers. Hey, a lot of these men being locked up because of false accusers, you know, these women, you know. And I always make the point, a lot of these dudes, man, locked up or end up in the grave in some way, shape, form, or fashion because of a woman, you know. It says not given to much wine. So you see, that's another thing in itself. Like I said, these things speak for itself, you know. And a part of that wine, the philosophies as well. You know, these false ideas, misconceptions, right? Never settle. Play the harlot, girl. You know, never let a man tell you what to do and all, all this and that. You don't need no man, and outside of the fact that again, you do see in a carnal sense, these women, downtown settings and they're just drunk, you know. But it says teachers of good things. Hey, listen, if you're gonna be I'm gonna just say it like this: if you're gonna be a whore, all right, be a whore for your man. You know, if you're gonna be a SLUT, be one for your man in the house. If you're gonna drink and get nasty, all right, like the saying goes, hey, a lady in the streets and a freak in the sheets, all right, but be like that for your man. You know, it says verse 4. They that teach the young women to be sober, Slakia, that they may teach the young women to be sober, to love their husbands, to love their children. And again, it's just a complete opposite in this society. All right, it's the complete opposite in this society. You know, these things speak for itself. They don't need no further expoundation. All right. It says to be discreet, chaste. And obviously, we don't see this in the society, man. You know, in fact, it's the opposite. You know, scriptures tell us that a woman, man, she'll be with a man, and she'll be wanton, undisciplined. A woman, she will be with her man and in public, and she will end up the minute her man turns his head, she'll be checking another dude out. Might give him her number, you know. And you got dudes that get off like that, man. You got dudes that get off on adultery, which that's a real or almost said it. That's a real, that's a real, sodomitish spirit. All right. A man that gets off of getting inside another man's woman. That's all these women out here. You know, it's good enough that women outnumber the men already as it is, but that's not good enough for a lot of these niggas. They get off on getting inside of another woman, another man's woman. That's a real sodomite spirit. All right. You know, that's quite frankly, that's disgusting. You know, that's a sodomite spirit. You know, but you got dudes that get off on that. You know, and that's a whole culture. That's bragged about. You know, these women, man, they're dressing all provocative, and I don't know. I mean, brothers, we talk about this from time to time, because boy, let's be real. You know, just hey, we're men. You know, so we like what we like. You know, and me and brothers talk about this sometimes. Like, damn, you know, when we downtown, bro. You know, hey man, seeing a woman in a dress, boy, it's just something, boy. You know, seeing those details and you know, it's something about a woman that's in a dress, boy. Woo, you know, versus a woman that's dressing provocative, man. She got her, cheeks out and everything. To me personally, now for some, you might say, oh man, you a sodomite, because something like seeing something like that. Now I'm a look, like I said, I'm a man. You know, I'm a look, but overall, I don't get turned on by that. You know, that doesn't get me off. You know, I'm a look. You know, I'm a man. You know, but that just doesn't get me off. You know, that just doesn't get my rocks off, and that's just me. You know, I get more so. Hey, when I see a woman, she's in a dress. Man, that, that does something to a man, and I don't believe that's a coincidence, because a woman, she's supposed to be in a dress. All right. Reading on, it says to be discreet, chaste, keepers at home. So you see, like I said, hey, a woman, her job, because again, we talk about the men and how the Lord is dealing with the men, but that's not to say that women's roles aren't important as well. All right. You know, when it comes to the woman, your role is very important. You know, keepers at home, good, obedient to their husbands. So you see that the word of the Most High be not blasphemed. So I'm gonna go to this because that's something that the Lord loves to see. When a man and a woman can come together in unison. Roughly paraphrasing it, but I'm gonna get it. At the water, how about Shemal Shai? I was getting out of nowhere. I was getting a fucking headache, man. I was getting lightheaded, but shit's clearing up, man. The water, how about Shemal Shai? Where's this at, man? Oh, I'm in the wrong chapter. No, that's a rock. Water, how about Shemal Shai? God damn it. It's a rock. Bear with me. Like I said, to you sincere sisters out there, or I'll say women, and this is just me, all right? There's no such thing as a woman in the truth. That's just me, all right? That's just me. A woman that's for the Lord. Hey, you're for your man. If you're about the Lord, then you're for your man. You're for His purpose, because He is your Lord. He is your God. Bear with me as I look for this. If I can't find it, I'm just gonna quote it, or I already quoted it. But just going into is that Sirach? Let me see this real quick. This is something that's pleasing to the Lord. Man, because Sirach 26, man. And that's why, hey, on another note, as far as you women, it's really best if you just be quiet, because for the most part, now the Lord does give credit to certain women, certain about foremothers throughout the scriptures. But overall, the scriptures really don't have a lot of positive things to say about your women. So that's why it's really best if you just be quiet. And it sounds harsh or whatever the case may be, but the Lord has these things set up for a reason. But Lord willing, I can find this. I don't want to spend too much time looking for it. And you can watch this video. I'll post a link in the description. But you see, because even in the scriptures, when it comes to a woman, because here it is, Lisa Ray, she's approaching 60, right? And I mentioned Vivica Fox, which I believe she's over 60 now, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. Once you get past a certain age, a man's not even supposed to deal with you on that type of a level, as far as intimacy, right? That's why you had the aged woman. They're supposed to teach the young woman how to be women, how to love their husbands, so on and so forth. Where was I going to go? And bear with me. Dealing with these night shifts, man, it really takes a toll on your mental, your body. So I'm a little slow motion right now, so please bear with me. Yes, the Wadi al-Bashim Shai, Sirach 25:1. In three things I was beautified: and stood up beautiful both before the Most High and men. So you see, not only are these things beautiful in the eyes of Yahweh Bashem El Shai, but men also, men, just people in general, And this is also how you glorify Yahweh Bashem El Shai. As it says, the unity of brethren, the love of neighbors. And this is the point. It says a man and a wife that agree together. So again, this is how you glorify Yahweh Bashem El Shai. All right. Specifically speaking about a man and his wife. When they're in unison. All right. A wife that's in obeisance. Because you have, and I think he mentions it in this video, which that's not to give too much credit to this, what's her name? Monique, women like that who are actually, for the most part, they listen to their husbands, for the most part, they women like that in this society, they get a lot of backlash as well. They get a lot of flank, but of course we live in a society that's contrary to Yahweh Bashem El Shai. So for an aged woman to actually give sound advice and teaching younger women to loving their husbands, and it's going to sound like nails on a chalkboard to these people. All right. Because obviously this world is contrary to Yahweh Bashem El Shai. But again, you want a successful anything, you apply Yahweh Bashem El Shai. And that definitely applies to marriages. All right. But the Lord loves that, for a man and a wife to be agreed together. That's a very beautiful thing, Like when we look at our, grandparents, great grandparents, and seeing them last 30, 40, 50, 60 years, it's like, damn, what's your secret? You always say, hey, what's your secret? And we used to have those type of inspirations. A lot of us growing up, we wanted to get married and, have those long marriages, those 40-year marriages, 50-year marriages. What's your secret? But, that's null and void in this society, and marriage according to this society it's a complete joke. It's a complete joke. And, definitely don't encourage any brother to get married according to Esau's way of doing it. For one, we're not supposed to make covenants with the heathen anyways. So even if you go that route, because that's supposed to be a holy matrimony, that's supposed to be something that's between you and Yahweh Bashem El Shai. But when you get married according to Esau's system, hey, the state is they're involved. It's the state's business. And that's just not how it's supposed to be. And that's why we need the Lord to come back and destroy this place, because everything is backwards. Everything is just all out of course. All the foundations of this world are all out of course, man. But like I said, I'm gonna post this link in the video in the description. All right. There's a lot more that could be said, but I believe through the Spirit, the point has been made for the most part. Because again, it's just unfortunate. We're in this certain captivity, this current environment where, hey, these women they're useless. They're useless. I hate to say it like that, but it's just the truth. These women aren't good for nothing. Like I say, these women are wondering why they're lonely, miserable by themselves. They can find a man, they can't keep one, and so on and so forth. Why no one wants to take them serious. It's getting to, it's bad when your own people are calling you out on something, like Esau. All right. It's bad when Esau is calling himself out. Esau is calling his own people out, man, because Esau is jacked up. Esau, hey, Esau's hurting. You know, so it's to the point Esau is calling himself out. The devil is calling himself out. You know, so you know it's bad when you got, because you got all type of women like they're crying out to these other women like, man, you know, you know it's bad when you got your own people crying out against you. You know. But Lord willing, this was edifying. All praises to Yahweh Bashim Shai. Shalom to you, hopefully.